by Alex Len. What a great weak side help on that block. Here comes Monk in transition. Kicks to the left corner. Terrence Davis is in. Gives to Lynn. Rip it home, big fella.
Just a reminder, by the way, Alex Len's given name is Alexi. Okay. Want to remind you that. And number two, I think a lot of people forget about this. Alex Len was number 5 pick.
That's right.
In the 2013 draft. Picked number 5. This is a lot of interesting stuff here. First and foremost, as I was going down this list of highlights, just playing a little grouping there. It was Fox, it was Sabonis, then Alex Len at the end. But I saw a couple of Harrison Barnes ones, and I didn't play them. And as these are playing, I go, you know what? This might be the first. There is an outside chance that this is the first time since the Warriors that Harrison Barnes has been the 4th option.
Mm-hmm.
Not the first, not the second, not the third.
Because when he went to Dallas, he was there was a season and a half. He was their leading scorer.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
And it's like asking, trying to think of the right analogy without insulting Harrison, because I don't mean any disrespect. It's just that you're asking somebody to do something that they are probably not cut out for. Great player, great human, but he's best as okay, we've got to double this guy, and if we don't double this guy, we got to double this guy. We got to scheme for these guys. Oh, look, there's Harrison Barnes over in the corner, a wide open 3.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, and that's where between the depth that helps Barnes and Herter and Murray and all the guys, I also like what it puts on their 2 best offensive players, Sabonis and Fox. I thought they were extremely efficient. And if it can be easier for De'Aaron to get, what did he get yesterday? 14 in 21 minutes instead of, heavy work to get 25. I just think that's going to help him, hopefully help him focus more on the defensive end too. I like that they've got a lot of different players that can score. That's on the offensive side. Now, certainly if they could keep working on like they have on the defense, that's good. That's going to give this team some legitimate chance to be good.
It's a different sport. It's a different situation. But let's go back to the football segment we had earlier. A lot of football to go. But the reason why the Dallas Cowboys excited me from just an NFL standpoint, and I think the reason really why they're undefeated, they're 4-0 under Cooper Rush, no disrespect to him, they finally figured out that you have to have defense. You cannot have an amazing offense and not play defense. That you are not going to have a good time. Different sport, I understand that, but the Kings don't have to be top 10 in defense. If I will tell you this right now, if the Kings are plus or minus a place or two from 15th, if they're just literally average in defense, they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Not the play in the playoffs.
Right.
If they're average, God forbid they're beyond that. And so much of that is we talked about throughout the years is just it's attitude and philosophy.
Yeah.
Because they have no stoppers. They have Davion Mitchell above average. KZ Okpala definitely above average, if not better, by the way. Fox, Barnes, Sabonis, Keegan Murray looks like he could be above average. These are not defensive stoppers, so they got to do it with team defense.
Yeah, and you know what a common thing to say is about the Kings, and I get it because of their failures for 16 years. More times than not, I'm hearing when people talk about the Kings in the grand scheme of things, they go, yes, they look better, but they're in the Western Conference. How do they do it?
Right.
My counter to that would be this, not that the Kings can do it because it hasn't been as much of the Western Conference has been too good for the Kings. The Kings have been good enough for the Western Conference.
Sure.
Let's look at the last couple of years. 34 wins last year would have got them the play-in. 34. The year before, now they only played 72. 33 was the number, still below 500. The year before that, the 8th place team or the 10th place team was below 500. The last time the Kings had their best record was 39 wins. That would have been 9th. That would have been a play-in team. And that year, the 8th seed was 48. That's a year where the Western Conference was too good for them.
Yeah.
That's 4 years ago. The last 3 years, the door has been left open for them. They have not taken advantage of it.
Mm.
So I don't know where it will be this year, but I think that phrasing of, well, the Western Conference is too good, the bottom hasn't been. And the Kings haven't held up their end of the bargain.
No, they have not. And I will tell you this, in all the analysis we hear in and out, and people, Could they make the playoffs this year? Could they make the play-in this year? I will tell you this. And there's a lot of conjecture and a lot of philosophy and a lot of garbage, but there's very few solid numbers. I'm going to take you back to April 21st, 1951. The Rochester Royals won the championship, right? And in fact, Jay's wearing the shirt right now, as a matter of fact, today. The Rochester Royals.
He was at the game.
He was at the game. They won the championship. Do you know what happened the following February?
I do not.
Queen Elizabeth started her reign.
Yeah. Are you connecting dots?
Now, I'm not blaming Her Majesty. No, I was a huge fan of, but all I'm saying is this: the Kings won their one championship and have not won one since. Oh, and coincidentally, Queen Elizabeth reigned over England from 1952 to 2022. I can't think of a bigger sign.
Yeah.
Go bet the money right now.
How do you explain 99 to 06? Now, they didn't win a championship.
They didn't.
But about 2 to 3 of those years, they were championship caliber.
They screwed around with the cute playoffs.
Okay, that's
cute.
cute.
Little
Yeah,
play.
well,
It
was so cute.
Put up a little banner for the Pacific Division.
Are you excited?
No.
Do you want to? No,
Yeah.
I know you want to be. That's
I
not
want
the
to
fair.
be.
Are you seeing things to get you there? Because I feel like you're holding back because of 16 years, which
Yes.
is more than understandable.
Yes. I'm holding back because of 16 years.
Yeah.
I'm holding back because they were 4-0 last year. I'm
Yeah.
holding back because you and I both know at this time last year, you and I were sitting here and we were going, actually, listen, Davion Mitchell coming in. I mean, that's a defensive guy. Darren's going to have an amazing year.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton's going to develop. And
I'll wear it. I was guaranteed. They had the playoffs for sure.
I was with you.
I thought there would be a decent amount of games over 500.
I was with you. I think everybody felt that way. And, and then the way they started out, by the way, not only did they start out, not getting killed, but they actually, and let me just take you back, they won that opener in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. That was by the way, that was that, I feel like that was the peak. Did it get any crazier, or was it when they were 2-2 after the New Orleans win?
When did they beat Phoenix? Didn't they get a buzzer beater against the Suns?
So it was
Harrison
110-107 in Phoenix. Here's how they beat Utah, or beat Portland. Then the next game against Utah, they lost by 9, but it was a really good game. Then they lost to Golden State by 12, a good game. Then they go to New Orleans and they win. They go to Phoenix and they won. And I think that's where people got really excited.
That one, and I would say the peak might have been, it was still early when they ran Charlotte out of the gym at home to go to 5-4.
140 to 110. That's right.
Charlotte was early. I must watch. This team is so much fun. And the Kings played to their pace and just annihilated them.
And then they lost 8 of 9.
Yeah.
And was last year the year? Wait, which was the year?
The one prior, 2 9-game losing streaks.
Yeah, that's right. They lost 8 of 9. And then January 16th, they were 18-27. February 2nd, they were 18-34.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what happened. So,
yeah.
And you know what? Here's the thing as we go to break. Again, you feel this way, you hold back. What, are you going to not get excited when they actually do? All it does is protect you. All I'm doing is I'm protecting you. The fall's not going to hurt as bad if you're on the first rung of the ladder. You know what I'm saying? You're on the top of the ladder waving your pom-poms and you fall down, you're going to break a bone or two. But there are